This is literally one of the most powerful weapons I've ever used in this game right now, specifically with this build. You're going to be able to fully unlock everything you need for this weapon in order to feel incredible at level 22. Now, this is going to be a very aggressive playstyle focused eruptor. On top of that, please understand the eruptor has been reworked once again. The shrapnel feels awesome. The fire rate has been increased. I'm gonna show you guys the best attachments. I'm gonna explain how and why we are picking these items. I also do have the penetrator fully upgraded as well. That video is on the way, so stay tuned. The first thing you're gonna need for this thing to feel insane is going to be the iron sights, because it takes your ergonomics all the way up to 33. Now you might be asking, but Pips, what even is ergonomics? Now, I managed to talk with the devs, and they did confirm essentially exactly what I was thinking, right? This is exactly the information I got. So when you turn the weapon fast, the crosshair circle or ADS muzzle lags behind if the ergonomics is low, and it follows faster if the ergonomics is high. And that is exactly what we need for this very aggressive build on the eruptor. It's gonna feel much snappier and much easier to use. Now let's talk about the foregrips, because this is where it gets interesting. You're gonna have two options. Either it's gonna be the angled foregrip, which takes our ergonomics to 35, or you're going to be using the laser sight angled foregrip. Yes, you guessed it correctly. The difference is this one has a laser on it, a green laser that feels actually really good for the aggressive playstyle that I wanted to have with this weapon. So this one is kind of going to be up to you. If you prefer the laser and if you find it helpful and fun, go for this one. If not, go for the angled foregrip. And you will see in the gameplay just how cool all of this is, how snappy the weapon is. And by the way, I'm not even using peak physique in the gameplay, okay? I'm just running around with this weapon, and simply because how we build it, yeah, it feels so much better. Now, you might be thinking, Pip, what about the other vertical grips, right? For example, this one, the vertical foregrip, gives you minus 54 vertical recoil. Well, I have tested all of these. And for me personally, for this weapon to feel 10 times better, especially for the, once again, especially for the aggressive playstyle that we're going for, the ergonomics is what is important. And the recoil, even with 104 vertical recoil, is not a problem at all. Now I'm going to jump in and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. I'm also going to show you the laser so you guys have an idea exactly how this looks. Now let's take a look at the laser. Boom. And it's just so snappy across the board, guys. This for the Eruptor without any kind of armor, nothing, no peak physique, is ridiculous, right? Now, on top of that, if you take a look at the recoil, why, in my opinion, the attachment that reduces the recoil isn't really worth it. So if you take a shot, look, there's barely any movement in that shot, and it actually goes back to the middle pretty quickly for a weapon like the Eruptor. Let's take a look at that again. Boom. It's not something that you cannot control. And keep in mind, with this weapon, you can't just spam your shots, which would, in that case, it would be an issue because the vertical would keep kicking up and up and up, but that's not the case, right? Like you shoot one, then you need time to reload, and then you do it again. And per shot, that vertical recoil is literally not a problem at all. However, the benefit you get from all of the attachments that we have outweighs all of that recoil 10 times, in my opinion, because the gameplay is just going to feel so much smoother. So now let's hop into max difficulty, and I'm going to actually show you how this functions. I'm not going to bring any other tools. I'm just going to take Eruptor with me so I can showcase how powerful this feels. And in the next few days, I am going to be uploading specific builds for the Eruptor that are very powerful on max difficulty as well. Oh, perfect first target right here. Now, right now, I have brought the laser with me. Once again, this is going to be up to you. If you don't want to use this laser, that is completely up to you. You can use it without any issues. 3 shots right there. It absolutely destroyed this enemy. And you can take out the new ships that are flying in, whatever it is. This thing, man, it just covers everything right now. Boom. This thing is insane right now. Feels like a shotgun, I'm not gonna lie. Literally like a shotgun. It's so much easier to hit your shots. Feels very responsive. Literally all the good stuff. I don't think this weapon has felt this good in a while. You got ships in front of you, that's not a problem. The damage, nothing. Like, it just covers everything. This guy gets absolutely destroyed by the Eruptor, man. I'm not gonna lie. He really does. As long as you're just landing your shots, they get absolutely annihilated. And one of the most annoying enemies right now when we're talking about the Illuminus, right? You can also take out the new ships. Now, let's also take a look at some footage on the bug side, because this thing is a monster against the bugs as well. You can destroy impalers and pretty much any enemy. And the cool thing about this is just how snappy it feels once again. And you see in this footage right here, going against the Bile Titan, it's just so much more simple than what it used to be to land those shots. Like, everything gets destroyed. The clears, just look at that, right? I took out the commander. The shrapnel does its own thing, destroys the Bile Titan, all that kind of stuff. And once again, I'm on purpose just running around on max difficulty, literally with only this weapon. Now, take a look at this footage, and I know this is like super bad on your eyes probably because this planet is insane. But look at the clears and look at the kill streaks that I'm able to get just with this weapon, right? I'm not using grenades, absolutely nothing, just using the Eruptor, and it's a beast. That's all I can say. We're like at what, 40 plus, 44 right there, right? So yeah, it really doesn't get better than this in my opinion at the moment. And keep in mind, you can also destroy Shrieker nests in like 4 shots, I believe, or something, which is wild on its own. Here's some more footage for the Bile Titan, and you can see like how simple it is to land the shots once again. And that is what is so important for me personally, right? That was always one of the biggest issues with the Eruptor, it being sluggish. That's what it was. And right now, essentially that issue with these attachments is gone. It might look on paper like, you know what, it's just ergonomics, you know, it's just iron sights. But guys, it really did make a difference. Look at that circle in the middle. Like, it just moves around so much faster. Here's some more footage against Bile Titans getting absolutely deleted. I've always wanted to have a very aggressive playstyle with Eruptor, right? Because scoping in this game, for me personally, never really clicked. I feel like in other games, it can feel much better. The scopes are cleaner. They're much easier to land shots as well, but not in this one. For me personally, right here, we're destroying chargers very easily as well. And this all happens because the weapon just simply became more athletic to use. That's literally probably the best way I can put it. Like, you feel more athletic with the weapon, right? The attachment system in general is a great base and a great idea that will get better and better for this game in the future, hopefully, as they add more attachments, maybe like more in-depth, more interesting attachments as well. So what I mean like is like underbarrels or grenade launchers or underbarrel shotguns, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, that could make the game so interesting. Or maybe just a grenade launcher which will shoot like gas grenades. Like, I don't know, a lot of stuff that can be created with these things. And I do hope this will happen soon. I don't think it's gonna happen this summer, probably because, you know, they are going on the vacation or whatnot. But I do hope that overall they will make those changes and they will add another layer, so to speak, to the weapon customization. So yeah, 100% make sure to try this version of the Eruptor. Trust me on that, you're gonna love it. Now, I will be uploading more in-depth builds where we build around the Eruptor with the support weapons and the right items and whatnot, so stay tuned for that. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, slap a like, sub to the channel. I'm gonna be upgrading a lot of the weapons and dropping guides on those as well for the best attachments and whatnot. As always, stay positive, stay disciplined, and I'll see you all on the next one.